I'll call it the snowball effect, but like it's just doing those small, consistent actions every single day.
Yep.
And you might think that it doesn't mean anything. And I've thought that before. Like I say thought that, but like there's times where I'm like, I'm not going to call that person. Even today, I'm like, why am I going to call that person? They're looking at this, that like it's just not, the odds that maybe happens or whatever is not probably going to be great. And you know, in the back of my head, I get guilty. I'm like, well, what happens if you call them and they're looking for this, and all of a sudden they turn around and it was a mistake and they're actually looking for something else, or they buy this and then down the road you got to set, like there's so many things that happen. So I will pick up the phone and I will make the call. And I do that a lot more than like, I mean, not even just like once in a while. I mean, that happens all the time. We're probably weekly, I get one of those where I'm like, what, they're looking at this house? But I'm like, okay, just you know what I mean. You don't want it, but then it's like, no, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna do the small steps. You never know what's gonna lead to. And even going over some calls today with the agent that was shadowing, or future agent that was shadowing, I was telling her, I'm like, this person just said they're not doing anything for 4 years. I said, can I call you next year? She's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm not gonna sell anything.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'll call her next year. And I'll call her next year. There's one guy I contacted today, talked to him. Last time I talked to him was 2016.
Wow.
I've been leaving message once or twice a year for 2-3 years, picked up the phone, and he started laughing. He goes, hey, he goes, yeah, how you doing? He goes, well, I can, basically his whole conversation was, no, we're still planning on doing it. We're getting closer to moving up there from out of state. And he goes, and then he kind of ended the call. He's like, I really like how, like, your tenacity or something like that. Like, here's I mean, I could have, he told me he was years away. I could have just been like, screw it. I'm not going to worry about it.
It's an investment. And
I've done that all the time. And that's why I have a pipeline that I do. It's like people that are buying homes now or selling homes, like I've talked to these people for years. I mean, and that's something that you'll find, like all of a sudden it's 2019. It will be 2022 and you'll look at something like, oh my God, I've been talking to them since 2019 and now they're looking at homes.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent. And I think in real estate, a lot of agents, if it's not now, they just throw it to the side. Like it's like a scrap. Like I'm like, I had a lady today. She's like, I don't think we don't have any money saved up and our credit score is X. Okay, cool. We're going to do this. I'm going to call you in 6 months. Like she will buy at some point. And
someday.
I don't look at her buying as I'm going to get a sale. I'm looking at it as this lady wants to buy a home.
And you're going to help her.
And I know I can help her get into a home. It won't be in 6 months. It might be in 2 years, but I will help her get into a home. But I'm not going to give up on her because I had another lady today, husband's not in good shape, has unfortunately a bad medical condition. And, you know, kind of one of those deals where I know at some point, she knows it too, she's going to have to downsize. Unfortunately, like a bad reasoning, you know, or unfortunate reasoning. But I'm not looking at it as, I'm going to call this poor lady up. No, I look at it as, hey, say 2 years from now she needs to downsize. I've now been able to establish a 2-year relationship with this lady. Yeah. Where when that time comes, that's one less thing she's got to stress about.
Yeah, it's less
stress. She can
stress.
say, I already know who's going to take care of the house. I already know. I'm going to call him up. He knows the situation. He knows what I need to do. And I will be able to step in and provide a service at that point that I know that, to me, I'm taking basically, I think, a big burden off of her shoulders.
Absolutely.
By being able to establish a relationship. And I say 2 years. I mean, I've been already talking to her for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's going to have a solid, 3-4 year relationship with me that knows the situation, that knows everything, that I can be able to step in and help her when the time comes. And that's what I always look at is if you're coming from a position of, if you have the belief in yourself and you know you can help somebody, then I just think that anytime I call somebody, depending, you know, obviously on their situation, I really come from, how can I help? I know I'm very good at what I do. Mm-hmm. I know I can help people. I know they have a service that they need done. Like they need to sell the house, need to buy a home, whatever. Yeah. I know I'm very good at that. So I'm basically going from a position of like, I know I can help you. Yeah. And that's my belief on most of the conversations I have with people is like, I just know that I can really help you out. Now, if you don't want to use me, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll move on. It's not going to devastate me. But at the same token, I think by being consistent and coming from a place of helping, and you are just slowly starting to do that by bringing people on, and even if you don't know a ton, just say, hey, listen, I don't know. Let me ask.
But I have the best in the business.
Well, I mean, that's what I used to rely on my dad all the time when I was on. I was like, I don't know. I never told anybody, even to this day, if I don't know something, I will say, I don't know.
Yeah, I will find out.
Yeah, I will find out. I will ask who I need to ask. I make sure I'll get you the right information.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to appear that or try to make it seem like I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to be straight up honest. I don't know. Let me figure it out. Even, I mean, there's stuff today that I'm like, probably should know that. I don't know it, though. Let me check on it. So, Ellie, is there anything else that you want to touch upon today?
Yeah, I just want to say for people who are listening who think that Galen's full of a bunch of hoopla, that I know for a fact that he has given up on commissions and stuff in order to help out buyers or sellers, and that it really is important for him about helping people, and that is part of the reason that I like working at Kavanaugh.
Thank you, Ellie. That was nice. That was a good plug. But yeah, no, I think if you care about other people and do what's right for other people, you'll
you give what you get.
Yeah, it comes back. Karma's a real thing. So I think we're gonna stop there.